And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Justin Jefferson, 60 yards. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
Ready?
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go!
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz. They dial it up. and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Moss. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Running left, it's Mixon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Lawrence's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go. Hey, drop, yeah. Drop, hey, stand up.
The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On second down, here's Lawrence. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. The solid. And he takes this one back into the end.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're leading. Your opponent has the ball right at midfield. 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. This pass into the hands of Green going across the middle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, this from 46. Prater's kick is good. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a turn as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Rodgers going to come out throwing. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Rodgers going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20. 40-yard line. Right to the air is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Rodgers to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham. And it's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
Hey, 626.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Rodgers. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You got 58. Back to one. Hey, 88, 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Randy Moss, 69 yards. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 37.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Randy Moss. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Box it. 26. 630. Inside. Over here. Go right.
And again, it's Rodgers. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
88, yeah.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Now he steps away. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Rodgers. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kwity Paye in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Rodgers looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Donald Parham. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Out route to Hill, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers now on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Rodgers throwing here. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But
and now here is another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians, as this ball game is now officially over. Well, one team clearly was in control.
we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. And these guys on your screen, ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game. And speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25. Rodgers going to come out throwing.
Oh, he bowls over it.
Nothing can stop him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Justin Jefferson.
57 yards.
And the Jets go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Pitts here.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers right back to Pitts again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Being chased out left.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw is Rodgers. Runs over him.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Rodgers again now.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
Touchdown Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
26.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Rodgers going to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Hey, 626. All right.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the...
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
From the 29, Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
26.
Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Rodgers.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Throw left side taken in by Jefferson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He's got a man complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Buying time to his left.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this one is incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught at the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Rodgers. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Kyle Pitts as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. So they say no to the field goal tried late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got 58.
Now Rodgers.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
26.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
On play action, now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Justin Jefferson.
41 yards.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Jets have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Pitts here.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Now Rodgers. steps away to his left.
That's down the field to Moss, complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball down.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow.